Welcome to Universal Studios. You see what I'm seeing? Let's go check out the Hhn31 Updates. Look what we have. It's officially here. Select night, September 2nd through October 31st, Hhn. That's awesome. And we will be here September 2nd. Hopefully the weather cooperates, but I am super excited to see what's coming. Oh my gosh, all the way out there you can see Halloween Horror Nights. You've got a huge display all the way up there. We're gonna see all of the new updates that come today. It is raining, unfortunately, so we're gonna hope that that holds out a little bit, but I'm thinking we can get a little bit of footage here, be able to see all of the new Scare Zone updates and maybe some of the menu updates as well. Right above me right now, you can see the new Halloween Horror Nights sign. And that to me is brand new again, so we are starting to see a full development with less than a week here until Hhn31 opens. You're seeing everything start to come out at this point. So we are going to continue to look here, but as of right now, you're seeing pretty much what I would assume are the final details. And here we go, Horrors of Halloween. Brand new for me at least. I know this has been out for a few days, but we do have the giant pumpkin. So cool. Oh my god. Right next to it, we've got a ton of new stuff right here up front. I mean, I feel like this is to be like probably the most changed Scare Zone I've seen yet. So we're seeing some toxic, I guess, concoctions of sorts. You've got a broom here, cursed doll of sorts. I'm thinking that what they're doing with this front zone is they're actually putting hints and notes of all of the other Scare Zones in here. And that's pretty much what they're gonna like entry you into the park with, so you get a little bit of everything. Because I'm noticing, you know, like obviously you've got the broom here, which reminds me of the Coven Zone, so, and then you got the witch stuff again. So I think what they're doing is they're gonna basically kind of give you a little teaser as you walk in. You do have some of the finalized touchings of the camo kind of sheets that they're using to kind of try and hide things, which you're finding again right here. And this is very creepy. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Got the crow on his shoulder too. That's awesome. And you've got the mask right here. That's horrifying. And it's nothing crazy. It's horrifying. Or kind of wicker, like a wicker doll of sorts. Kind of a wicker hand right here. And then a sickle. And here we've already seen this bit. This is what I assume is the Sweet Revenge bit here. And I thought these might have pertained to a different Scare Zone, but they might pertain to the Sweet Revenge section there. So kind of the same. They did a few finalizing touches on the lollipops up here up front, and then a little bit more vine work it looks like, but the rest of this, oh, wait a minute. I don't remember seeing this before. Kind of the little like treat sacks here. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like there's a flashing light, and I don't know if they're testing that or if it's broken, but there's right there, it's like a blinking strobe. So I think that's maybe broken, I don't know, or they're testing. It's kind of daylight-ish, so who knows. So as you can see here, this is the first menu that we're finding. This is right past the Horrors of Halloween entrance point, and we're gonna show you some of the bits that they're selling here. There is some kind of good looking stuff here, but there's a ton more booths and kind of menus around the corner, but we'll check this one out first. Located at Music Plaza, and this is going to be right next to kind of the music hall you've got right here. Got the Voodoo Brewing Co. You know, these are just kind of beers right here, just canned beverages, they say. And here's some fun stuff. So you've got the Carnitas Arepas here, which is this cornmeal cake filled with roasted pork, mayo ketchup, cojita cheese, micro cilantro. You got a mozzarella arepa, but this is what looks actually kind of interesting. It's this Witch's Spell Cauldron Stew. I love this like skeleton that they're putting in that I'm assuming is going to be maybe this chicken bit or, oh no, okay, it's right here, the skeleton cornbread. So that's a skeleton cornbread right there. That looks actually really good. Right here is the QR code. Do feel free to scan it if you want, but we have checked, it is not open yet. You won't see any of the menu items, but in the future, you're more than welcome to scan that and take a look at the menus that are offered. As far as the section over here for Sweet Revenge goes, nothing looks pretty much new at all. Everything's pretty much covered. All of the bits look the same, so I'm gonna guess this section's pretty much finalized. I'll check a little bit down the road towards like Finnegan's and beyond that, but as of right now, I think this whole section is pretty much done. Tribute store, nothing too new. The one thing I'll note is they put some lights and banners right up top there you can see. Outside of that, pretty much all the same. Hi, me. Obviously, we have to do a mummy update, and as you can see, nobody's here. No queues, no team members. Fully down right now. I've been hearing again that they are still having a few problems with the ride and some of the sensors. So at this point, I think we're just waiting to get any sort of update on this. I doubt they're going to open it for Halloween Horror Nights anyway. I think it's going to be too busy, and the amount of traffic they would get, it's just going to be too much. So I don't know if this is going to open even in the next 2 or 3 weeks, to be completely honest. Okay, we're going to take a look right over here, right next to the Transformers ride. You would get like a large strip of all of these booths right here. So we're going to take a look at some of these first. Again, we did see the finalized kind of artwork, but what we're more looking at are these. Here are the menus. Look at this. Oh, no way, no chance in hell. PB&J, fried PB&J, hot maple syrup and chili flakes, fried Twinkies, and fried Oreos. This is gonna be an amazing booth right here. And just so you know, they do have kind of, I would call them expedited or kind of minimalistic menus that are next to the booth, bigger windows here. Over here, you do have the bar that's right next to the Minions, and again, Transformers, and we're seeing the Electric Death and the Ghoul Juice, which are the specialty beverages. I'll go ahead and put that on screen because it's kind of hard to see from where I'm standing right now. Over here, weirdly enough, there's no menu in this spot here, but it is right here. So we'll take a look and see what's going on over here. Killer Stovetop Popcorn Custard. I guarantee that's gonna be fantastic. That popcorn infused custard seems real weird, and sometimes popcorn flavored things can be fantastic. So I will definitely try that. I'm not sure I'm gonna love it, but I think it's going to be something that will definitely be on people's radar just by the looks of it. I think it looks fantastic. And that horseshoe bit looks real good, actually. It's an open-faced burger. As the rain starts to approach, we have come to another booth here. Look at these. Fiery Twisted Tater with queso. You got the Twisted Tater Blood and Guts and just the Twisted Tater. So I think this is all versions of whatever this Twisted Tater is going to be, which I think is just going to be chips on a stick is kind of what I'm seeing from this image here. And I think that's gonna be probably pretty good. I'm assuming they're gonna be homemade, but you got under the Twisted Tater, you do have a few different options here. So you've got the seasoned salt, the garlic parm, sour cream and chives, and ghost pepper. Yikes. And I don't think that's any additional charge. I think just for this $8.99, you're gonna be able to choose any one of those options. But these look like some really tasty treats here. Just a nice snack, if anything. And obviously right next door we have, again, I think it's a Dracula. I see a werewolf. I think it's kind of a little bit of everything, but we'll come check out this menu here. So as you can see with the spicy turkey and squash bun, you're getting a butternut squash and some spicy ground turkey filled in a steam bun. So that's gonna be unique. The zombie candy corn sugar cookie filled with vanilla ice cream, and the rat tails, so that's funnel fries. I didn't actually realize that was funnel fries with a creamy crab dip and sliced scallions. That's weird. Funnel fries and creamy crab dip. So that's gonna be kind of a unique bit there, those petrified rat tails. Definitely something to keep your eye on at the at the event this year. And then finally in the little round robin section we've got here, the final booth in this little section, we've got one more, and I can already see that thing looks fantastic. The Tombstone Red Velvet Cake Pop. That looks so good. I love like cookie crumble, so the red velvet, I'm gonna assume it's going to be inside of this cake pop, and probably gonna be like white chocolate bits for the skeleton, but the cookie crumble, count me in. We also have the African lentil and potato sambusa coffin, the pepperoni pizza skulls. I think that's gonna be pretty standard, and Lil Boo's spicy pumpkin bun. I'm gonna assume that's gonna be another type of bao bun or steamed bun. We'll go take a look at it here in a second. And then the bog slime, look at that. I'm gonna assume that's what this is right here. You've got this like matcha, I'm gonna assume. Let's go take a look at the full menu. And just as I suspected, it is matcha cumin. That's so weird. That's gonna be a bizarre drink nonetheless. And just as I imagined, this is pretty much, I'm assuming it's going to be just kind of like a Hot Pocket, but in the form of a skull. This here, spicy butternut squash filled steam bun. I guess I would try it because it'll probably look cool and fun, but not sure that's gonna be something I'm gonna pick up very often or anytime after the first time I try that. But the rest of this looks pretty good, and look at that. Oreo cookie crumbs, I love it. And I was right, yeah, the white chocolate bones. So those will be white chocolate on those little skeleton bits that you've got posted on the side there. Check out Meat's Locker. Last time I came, this was pretty much just like this here and this little like cold area here. So we'll take a look at all the new stuff here. And we do have the menu, obviously. Let's take a look. Meats. We have the fried zombie brains, the spicy fried chicken offals, not sure how you really pronounce that. And then the spoiled angry bear meat, sour beating gummy heart, and the fresh ground princess. This looks like the most disgusting booth I have seen yet. Could you imagine somebody walking around with this like little meat platter with the what looks to be just like raw meat? And I mean, I don't know, that just seems disgusting. At least the gummy heart doesn't look horribly like disgusting, but these two here that are gonna come in the like meat packages from like what looks like a butcher counter does not look very appealing. And I don't know if that's gonna be very tasty, but to each their own. And if you come down the little alleyway here into the dark depths, you can see over here we have some of the booth design as well. You've got more of the frozen meats here. You've got some hanging bits up here. I thought I saw hands earlier. I don't know if they took them down. Maybe it was just too early and people were getting weirded out. I'll see if I can find that. Yeah, here's the other section, and you could see they do still have the Bloody Marys here as well, but I'm not seeing, there was hands here. I saw some people taking photos that like hands and feet and whatever, and now it's just kind of these like chunky like animal bits. So maybe they took those down. It was a little too early to put those up. Maybe people were complaining. Yeah, taking another look at it here, you can see there's a few hooks that are empty on this side. And also over there's a few empty hooks just hanging around. I wonder if those were taken out, again, because it might have just been too soon. If anybody's got any information on that, please let me know. Here we go, coming up to San Francisco, you can see another booth here, kind of a smaller one. And you've got two items. You've got the Sacrificial Remains Mac and Cheese Bowl and the Burnt Offerings Mac and Cheese Bowl as well. So two mac and cheese bowls. I think both of them look fantastic. A chili mac is obviously gonna be amazing. And then a white cheddar mac topped with some, not even gonna attempt to pronounce that, char siu, I don't know. But a pork skewer nonetheless. I might have been wrong about the most updates being the Horrors of Halloween, because Conjure the Dark, I'm seeing some huge things getting put into place. Look at those structures. They look like some rock structures and some trees. We need to check this out. This looks way more in depth now than it did just, like I said, a week ago. Look at these structures getting put into place here. Absolutely insane right now. This looks awesome. You've got some vine work with some like tree trunks and skulls. This looks way better than it did just a week ago. I was not super impressed, minus the center main facade that they've got over there, but this looks awesome. Now you're getting a lot more of these kind of animal bones and kind of cages that maybe like birds or something were in. You've got, that looks super creepy. What is that? Holy cow. This is awesome. And just like I was assuming, here's the main facade, which again, I do love this main facade. I think this is probably the best centerpiece for any of these scare zones. But you do have the two new pillars, I guess you would kind of call them here, with the symbols as well going on top of them. So they've done a ton of work to this section. I don't know if they were holding out for, other reasons we're not sure of, but they've done a lot of work here. What in the world am I seeing right over here? What? This looks almost like, small, so like a monkey skull or something, and you're seeing kind of a crown here with like butterfly wings behind it. This is bizarre, man. This is bizarre. Got a monkey head over here, more skulls, antlers. Very creepy nonetheless, but bizarre is what I think I would kind of label this entire section as. I need to do some research on animals or something, because this looks like, I don't know if it's like an antelope head or like if it's an animal, if it's a made-up creature, I'm not sure, or like a goat maybe, but it looks so much like darker and more just like demonic. This reminds me of almost like a ram. You've got like the curled horns there, so I'm assuming, but it made them look really dark. And what I do see underneath all of this though is that kind of dragony purple thing they've now posted up here on the wood. It's no longer sitting inside of the bin, it's actually posted here. So they put that up. One other thing I'm seeing is there are multiple pedals on this stage. So we've got one right here, we've got two over here, you can see one here, and if I could zoom in, I can maybe get around the corner, but there's another one right there. So there are two pedals literally just for this, whatever this is right here, and you can see them right behind there. Right at the end of this kind of middle section that you have here, we do have a black box of some sort. Not sure if there's gonna be maybe smoke or like fog that's coming out of these like holes down here. That's what my guess would be at least. It looks like a giant machine to be doing something. Similar kind of facade here that we've been seeing inside, but oh, what is that? I don't know what is covered up inside of there, but it's right above the speaker. This speaker's not covered like the others. Just letting it go, I guess. I have to say again, this Conjure the Dark section that we are in right now, I mean, the entire place looks completely overhauled. It looks like they put a ton of work into it. This has to be, in my opinion, the most work they've done in the past week, hands down. Compared to at least the other sections. We do have one or two more to go see still, but this looks incredible. It looks way different. It is pretty centrally located. You're not getting a ton of spread again, kind of like Major Suites, but it does look like it's doing really well here, and there's going to be a ton of theme inside of this section here. All right, here we go again over at Lombard's Patio. We see a few drinks here, the specialty beverages. You're looking at the Poison Snakebite and the Premium Cocktail. We'll go take a look around the corner to see exactly what they are. But again, you've got a little bit of everything. The drafts, the canned beverages, the wine, the specialty beverages. It's all over here. We're gonna go see what the menus look like down here, see if they are up and posted. Unfortunately, there's really no description to any of these. So they might be drinks that are around the park just at some point. So I couldn't really get you here, but all of the menus are posted along this entire pier. They just don't have a description for what they are. But there's a plethora of options here, and they do all serve the same thing. I will say that. All of the booths do serve the same drinks at these bars here. Right off this pier, you have this very spooky rock section that just kind of looks ugly, to be completely honest. Don't know what they're gonna do with this, but kind of an eyesore, to be completely honest. Especially you have like see-through beams here, so you can look right in, and there's not a very tall wall, so you're kind of just seeing this nasty rock kind of formation here. Something should be put in here, I think. We're heading over to Scarecrow Cursed Soil right now, and I'm already seeing that pumpkin booth doesn't have anything up yet. So I don't know, again, if that's something that's just going to be a generic kind of booth with some just standard stuff in there, or if they're having their own display, I don't know. But as of right now, I'm seeing it, and there's nothing to be put there. However, I do see right next to it, Chucky has a little section here, and I know that there's one around the corner as well after you get through Simpsons, but there's another booth here which looks like it's got Chucky in it, I'm assuming. And I was right, it's not a booth, it's going to be a photo op. So you can see right inside here, there's going to be a section, I'm gonna guess Chucky or something's gonna happen here, either scare actor, something's gonna go on, but you will have a photo op opportunity. This is not a food booth, this is just photo op. Here's the pumpkin booth I was telling you about. Nothing new here. I'm gonna check this menu over here and take a look and see if there's anything on this. And nope, there's nothing. So I don't know what they're doing with this booth yet. A pumpkin booth. Let's do pumpkin pies and pumpkin spice lattes. Let's do all pumpkin theme here. Let's get it done. All right, this is the Chucky section, I believe. We have the Good Guys burger here. I'm gonna go check around the corner to see what these actually are. The Wanna Play Beignet, that's a fun name actually. And the Chili Lee Ray. I think this section actually has some of the best named treats. And then they do have the Dirty Valentine up here. The Reynolds Grenadine, New Amsterdam Vodka, and Sprite. That's probably gonna be pretty decent. Just so you can see, here's the Chucky hand with the knife. The other one didn't display that. That was just the burger. So this is confirmed to be Chucky, and I was right. Those little hands that you see up there are little Chucky hands. Go figure. And there was a croc that was out here the other day that people were looking at. It is not out here on the ledge anymore, so that was not a prop. This Wanna Play Beignet is a Nashville hot chicken and pimento cheese stuffed beignet, topped with scallions and a hot and spicy seasoning. I guess I don't know, but I always assumed beignets were sweet treats, but a Nashville hot chicken sandwich, who knows? And then the burger, you've got the crispy pork belly on it, typical cheddar cheese sauce, pickled jalapenos, but this part, the donut bun topped with red icing and fruity cereal, that's real weird. And then finally the Chili Lee Ray, you've got a vegan quinoa chili with hominy topped with micro cilantro and vegan fetid cheese crumbles. These two I definitely am interested in. That looks the most bizarre. I love donuts being kind of the source of a bun of some sort. I think that's gonna be awesome as well. So this booth over here has no menu, but right here we do. We have a garlic Philly cheese steak, ha, funny, and the Mummy's Curse tablet cookie. They're actually kind of interesting. And then the Tinsel Tower Terror for the specialty beverage at this location. It's a bourbon, cherry brandy, sweet vermouth, and then Woodford cherry bitters with some tart cherry syrup. I'm guessing is this here. This booth seems a little basic, but honestly, this cheesesteak might be a sleeper strength for this booth, I would say. There's only two items. You got the cheesesteak and you got the cookie. Cookie seems real basic, but that cheesesteak might be a big winner. All right, we're walking through this little alleyway. I think they said, again, this is supposed to be the Scarecrow section here. And a little ode to Shrek with the moon outhouse. So that's fun. And all through here, you can see right up front, I'll show you in a second, there is the Scarecrow. You can see some of the old work being done. You've got some outhouses, some barrels. You've got kind of this like old wagony bit here that's all kind of torn up, as you can see. Actually, I think it's painted. I don't even know if it's, oh no, that's actually torn. Lots of little barn outhouses. So I'm gonna guess you're gonna get a ton of jump scares through here, and they're just gonna be all lined inside of all of these and just popping out at you. I can already guarantee that. And here is the Scarecrow. So this is like, I'm guessing it's some sort of camping adventure because you're seeing some of the like bits here. You can see some of the like, you got a knife, spoon, you got cans, and he's hanging up there. He's got chains on him. That's actually pretty creepy, honestly. So I'm gonna guess this is like a camping adventure that's going wrong or something. And then up here you can see that the barn is starting to come together. You can see some of the woodwork that's being done here. There's no top or anything, but as I believe you're supposed to walk through this, not totally complete, I don't think, but you can see some of the work is being done to finalize this little Scarecrow bit as you start to head out over to the next section. And then finally here you have the Plymouth Truck. Looks like it's in distress, kind of broken down. And then you've got a windmill here. I didn't see this last time either. So all new to the front of this kind of barn into the scare zone for the Scarecrow. So kind of cool that they've got all this. Right here you do have at Cafe La Bamba, you have some eats and treats here, a roasted sweet potato, mushroom, sweet tacos. You've got a chicharrones here, pretty affordable, $4.29 to be honest. You've got tamales and then a popsicle, but this is weird. So it's $24.99 for this popcorn, the Dia de los Muertos popcorn. So I don't know if that's giving you a specialty bucket or something that comes along with it, but that's pretty pricey for popcorn at $24.99. Over here at the Weekend After Hours bar here, the only drink I'm seeing that's special is the Save Your Tears. The rest looks kind of standard. You're seeing some drafts and some standard drinks that you have around the park. But the Save Your Tears does look kind of interesting. Very long description that you can see. So you do have the Old Forester bourbon with the peach brandy. You got some lemon juice, agave nectar. You've got bitters, and then you've got these peach bursting boba balls. So you can see in the little image there. That's gonna be kind of unique, but that is a lot of items going into one drink. But that is the Save Your Tears over here at the Weekend After Hours Nightmare Bar. We are coming up to Graveyard Deadly Unrest Scare Zone right now. This wall here looks a little updated, just a little bit more kind of artwork to it. But as I'm seeing right now, actually this zone doesn't look too crazy updated yet. I'm gonna keep digging in and walking through and I will see, but as of right now, these all look pretty much the same. I am seeing some speaker coverage here though. You'll see that right here with kind of the camouflage look, so that's some speaker coverage. Here's some stairs you can see. Do not climb, just stairs sitting here, I guess. And there's another one right across over there. I'm gonna keep looking through. Again, I'm not seeing a ton of new stuff in this specific scare zone. Ooh, I actually do see one thing, hold on. Well, Mr. Gargoyle. This is new to me at least. I have not seen this yet. And I am seeing maybe a little bit more work being done on the actual structures here. I'm seeing a little bit more, I guess, like just trees and like branches and vines, and then spider webs. Yeah, that's spider web right here. Yeah, so you're just getting some of the looks inside of this. This is probably pretty smart. They have a fan here, probably for the scare actors, that's covered in the camouflage as well, so you could see just right behind there. You've got a fan. Smart choice. And then right here, you do see some yarn. It looks like, I think that's meant to be like a moss look, but that's some sort of yarn. And that is new as well that I'm noticing. But again, for graveyard over here, it doesn't look like there's too many new things. Again, I think they're just touching up on some of the actual bits that you're kind of seeing on this. Also, while we're over here by the Graveyard Scare Zone, right next to it is the annual pass holder lounge. So we're gonna pick up the magnets that we've been missing out on the past few times we've come, and hopefully they have them for us. We finally got our magnet. It's been way too long. I think we've come probably like 5 or 6 times already in the past like 2 weeks, so finally got it. I do want to say I am actually on the hunt for the Lil Boo Sipper, and I think that's over at Islands of Adventure over at the All Hallows Eve Boutique. I don't think it's actually here at Universal Studios. I think it is Islands. So I'm gonna go check over there, see if we can find that. It might be in one of the shops here. I'm not sure, but I thought I heard it's over in the other park. So we're gonna go hunt that down and see if we can get that, and then probably get on a few rides and then get out of here. We are going to check really quick at the Universal Studios store for that Lil Boo Sipper. They do have a few items here. And actually, if you're interested, you can follow my Instagram at @Dillon_Thomas. And I do post, photos of the new things that we are seeing and just kind of like fun little reels, everything. So if you guys are interested, also feel free to follow that there. And let's get to looking. So we've got kind of just some normal gear. Got coasters. I'm not seeing the Sipper here though. Okay, we came to Islands. We made it to the All Hallows Eve tribute store. Let's go see if we can find that Lil Boo Sipper. Okay, good news, bad news. Bad news first, no Lil Boo Sipper. They are out. They said that it's sold out, and I'm guessing they sell out pretty quick all the time. However, I did find out that if you are an annual pass holder, and on September 1st, they will sell the Lil Boo Sipper inside of the tribute store over at Universal Studios, only for Universal Orlando pass holders. So if you do have one, you're in luck. September 1st, you can have access to the Lil Boo Sipper. Still could potentially sell out, but you'll get first access over at the tribute store. Don't forget it, September 1st, mark your dates. Okay, we might have struck out on the Lil Boo Sipper, but we did get to see all the Scare Zone updates, and we've gotten to see all the menus that have been released so far. So at this point, if you want to stay updated on all things Universal and Disney, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. But until next time, take care.